Welcome.
You are watching Line Screw 1. Well, hello tubers! Hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy universe we call YouTube. Today we're going to talk again about Carolyn's RV life because, as I mentioned earlier in a video in December, Carolyn has been attempting to have some of my videos removed to no success. And of course she's filed a couple appeals, and I wanted to do a follow-up video on her legal problems, so to speak, because they've escalated, and she's actually provided a lot of great evidence for me to provide to the authorities, which I'm going to get to a little bit later, because some of the things I'm going to talk about right now have relevance to something else that's created a bigger legal problem for her. And as you know, I'm not going to back down just because she's a liberal, and she needs to know that the rules and the laws apply to everybody, not just me. They actually apply to her. So, in spite of her thinking that perhaps a new liberal Biden administration will somehow give her a pass. So let's call this segment of the video, Explaining the Laws to Carolyn. Yeah, folks, she's at it again. Now, the beautiful thing about YouTube is when she tries to play her little games, all the correspondence that she has with YouTube, I'm legally allowed to have a copy of it, and I'm allowed to see it. So these are my emails that are given to me from YouTube, and this is from a second YouTube appeal for a takedown, which was unsuccessful. So I'm going to go through her little points that have been provided to me in her email that has been given to me by YouTube. So first of all, she apologizes for former emails where she kind of loses her poop, so to speak. This was done at like 3, 4 in the morning, so she was obviously up late at night, maybe finishing up that Chardonnay, I don't know. But I don't know who would bother to do all these kinds of emails at 4 in the morning. I think people got better things to do, like sleeping, but perhaps I stand corrected. So first of all, she apologizes for her rants, which were irrelevant. And so she goes on to make points that she claims my videos should be taken down, which were rejected. Point number 1, he used 56 seconds of my original live stream video in his video. Woo! Yeah, I used less than a minute of over an hour of her ranting. That's the whole idea about fair use principles and the fair use laws. You only can use a portion. That's it, folks. You can't grab somebody's entire, video and use it, which I didn't. So point number 1, no go. That's why they sided with me. Point number 2, this is where it gets really interesting. He uses my work and causes my viewers to unsubscribe and stop watching my channel when they encounter his videos. More than one viewer has told me they thought I was a good person until they watched him. I've lost views to viewers who find his videos using my name, and I've lost subscribers who believe his lies and slander. This is how he uses my own work against me. Well, technically, Carolyn, because I got to do Carolyn-splaining here, you're actually doing this to yourself. If you didn't want to attract controversy, you wouldn't do some of the things you do. And it's like an opinion piece. If you don't like freedom of speech, Carolyn, you have to move to China where they don't have it. Because here's the deal. You could read an article, say in the New York Times, and then you could do a video, or you could write another article giving a different perspective about what your take on the whole article is. And that's exactly what I'm doing with her videos. I have my own personal take, my own personal opinion, and if you don't like it, well, tough toots, right? And if some people actually agree with the arguments that I make, that just means I made a compelling argument and won somebody over to my point of view. That's it. There's no reason to get excited. But liberal socialists like Carolyn tend to not like any opposition to their opinions. They think their opinions are, like godlike or something, and should not be challenged. So no wonder YouTube keeps siding with me. Oh, and on top of it, dozens and dozens of my videos have been attacked under the community guideline standards, never successfully, because her little cult followers can't do it because I know where the line is. And even in this video, I tell everybody, you don't bully or harass anybody on YouTube. And that includes Carolyn's RV life. You can express an opinion, like I do, in a calm, rational manner. And that's all you can do. So don't pick on Carolyn, because I don't pick on her. And when she claims that I do, it's not the case at all. It's hyperbole. Complete and utter exaggeration. Anyway, moving on to point 3. Transforms my original work into something ugly to be used against me to bully, harass, and defame me. Well, that's pretty much a redundant statement from her point number 2. Well, that's my prerogative to actually massage and render my own opinion based on her works. Otherwise, you wouldn't have free speech. So, Carolyn, if you don't like free speech, call me. I can get you a one-way free ticket to China. I always offer that. Would love to make you feel comfortable to be around your comrades where free speech is not allowed. Okay, number 4. Notice videos not fall into copyright exception. Complete lie, actually. It does fall into the exception. That's why YouTube has rejected this subsequent and second appeal. She actually goes on to talk about a few other things which provide me some beautiful evidence for what I'm about to talk about. Generally, she talks about how YouTube is actually work, meaning it's commercial activity to make income. And good for her. She's entitled to do that. But I'm entitled to preserve evidence to prevent her from breaking the law. And how she's been breaking the law is she does videos in national parks without permits. For example, this Denali video shot in Alaska, shot completely within the park boundaries without a permit. How do I know she didn't get a permit? Because the permit cost would exceed how much money she would make. And anybody who gets a permit mentions it in their videos to prevent prosecution. There are hundreds of people that get into trouble and fines from the National Park Service for doing commercial videos, photography, and drone aerial photography without a permit. You need a permit. If you're going to take your video and try to make money off of it, actually not try, actually make money off of it, you need a permit. These permits aren't that much money, but they do eat into your wallet. For example, if you're going to have to spend $300 on a permit on a video that you might only make $200 with, well, you're obviously losing $100, and most YouTubers aren't going to do it. But like I said, there's a lot of YouTubers, Americans, Europeans, and Canadians that go to a national park, throw up these videos, make a bunch of money, and get in trouble and have to go to court and have to pay a fine. So, Carolyn, why are you doing videos and posting evidence against yourself with videos shot in national park areas without a permit? It's crazy. You need to pay the piper for that. So I've helped the administration of law by preserving this evidence about how you actually are a commercial operator making money, and I have forwarded the videos to the National Park Service so that they can actually just prosecute you. Now, Carolyn, I suggest, since you're a nomad, if you don't actually just own up to this, pay your fine and move on. One day you're going to be driving or camping somewhere, and you're going to get pulled over, and you're going to probably get cited or arrested. So I suggest you actually take care of your legal matters and stand up and do the right thing, and quit doing photography in national parks without a permit, because the rules apply to you as they do to me. Just saying. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, Andrew, she's just going to erase those videos and pretend they didn't happen. Well, no, they're not, because I actually have downloaded the videos as evidence to preserve. So I'm doing my part. You can do your part too. If you want to go through her video library, I'm sure there are many, many examples of her doing this. And I encourage you to forward that evidence to the authorities and tell the National Park Service all about this. It's the least we can do. We got to keep her honest. I love making an honest woman out of Carolyn. It's part of my civic duty, I guess. So, what do you guys think about Carolyn deciding that the rules are for thee but not for me? That should actually be her slogan rather than what's that? Be kind, be happy, and don't be grumpy like me. I don't know what her slogan is. It's a little too liberal for me, a little too fluffy, because we all know from past experience of talking to her previous volunteer president of her fan club, how she can use a lot of foul language and be a very unkind person at times, especially when the camera's not rolling. It's very tragic, it's very unfortunate. And as it comes to the litigation aspect of her trying to swear false statements under penalty of perjury, of course that's actionable. I'm still waiting for a legal opinion on that, and I'm trying to find a way to actually litigate it that will actually cost her the most amount of money. It's a civil matter. Civil matters mean it's just between me and her, and I'm entitled to do whatever the law allows in terms of remedies to make her squirm a bit and make this cost her a few bucks. Of course, there's some jurisdictional issues between Canada and the United States, but she's using a different name now too, which I wonder if that's part of a strategy in case I do get a default judgment that she don't want me seizing her RV. In case she's got a different name on her registration now. So it's a slow chess game of I make a little move, she makes a move, I make a move, she generally hides. So Carolyn, again, I'm going to be a complete gentleman here and just say all you got to do is do a video on YouTube admitting you're wrong, apologizing to me, and we can make a lot of these problems just go away, because I'm a very reasonable person. I'm actually a pretty kind person. So you just do the right thing, Carolyn, apologize sincerely. And do it on social media so that everybody, knows that, you're being sincere. If you can be sincere. I don't know, maybe you're not capable of being sincere, Carolyn. I don't know. So, you guys put your comments down below on what you think about all these latest little events. Stay safe out there, folks. We will talk to you soon. Over and out.
I got you.